Alrighty, what we have here is my project VZ2008 or VZ58 from Century. It's had a couple hundred rounds ran through it. We properly broke it down and gave her a clean in a rather excessive lube. My father accidentally cleaned my gun instead of cleaning his own, and he lubed it pretty much just like how Hickok did with CLP all over the place. So anyway, this gun is going to be painted. The weather has just now started to get a little bit warm, so now I'm actually in the mode to start doing this. I looked online and there weren't too many videos about how exactly to properly degrease a rifle beforehand, unless it was a surplus rifle, which of course would have cosmoline and stuff all over it. So what I chose was Birchwood Casey Gun Scrubber, and it's a high pressure spray, it says, for firearm components without disassembly, which of course it would work better if you did disassemble it, and not for sale in the state of California, so we know it's good. We know it's going to work. What I did was a basic teardown. I kept all the components actually together for the most part, but this stuff is incredible. I broke everything down and literally sprayed the entire gun with it. You can kind of see that there's still oil kind of leaking out and leaching out of the cracks and crevices in some of the places, but it's easily wiped down, easily remedied. I can see the places where it's still kind of coming out. You can see it's kind of shiny. Otherwise, though, if you look at this, the dust cover is so dried out that it's actually starting to change color. So what it does is it removes everything and it dries everything up. The high pressure blasts all of the dirt and grime out. Now, if you were just going to clean it, you would just clean it up with this, wipe any excess stuff off, and then just re-lube on the small areas that you want to. You can see inside there it is really clean, and we ran these pretty hard to try to see how well they would function. They functioned 100%. We didn't have any issue whatsoever. So I just want to give a shout out to Birchwood Casey Gun Scrubber. This stuff definitely works. This is the best thing that I could see using on something like this for a pre-clean before you paint. Before you lay any paint down, you definitely want to get all of the dirt and grime off of it so the paint adheres to it properly. You could use acetone, you could use alcohol, you could do all that, but the problem is that you don't have the pressure to get into those nooks and crannies where the oil and grime may have built up. The only supplies that you would need is obviously your can of gun scrubber, a old dirty tartan pattern towel, and an old toothbrush. You just scrub it all down, spray it, scrub a dub-dub, and then after it's dried, spray it again, wipe it down, and then you should have something that somewhat resembles this. You can see the actual finish is starting to, it looks a little wonky, it looks a little strange, like dried out. But also, I did another video about having issues with these paratrooper stocks, and what I noticed was that they were getting kind of crusty and gunked up. I sprayed the gun scrubber on all the components back here and tried to dry it out as much as I could, and it actually remedied the problem. You can leave CLP in there and work it as much as you want, but really you're going to have to clean everything out and then see if it will work and function properly dry, because without the oil it actually functioned better. So I hope this helps anyone else with their projects, whether you decide to paint or just need a deep clean on your gun. This stuff is about $8 a can at my local big box store. Definitely recommend it. I recommend it to all my gunnies and all my friends and operators out there. Let me know what you think in the comment section below. As usual, subscribe. Have an awesome day.